Welcome to FAME's online application system, which we refer to as OLA. OLA is a fast, simple, and less expensive way for lenders to apply for loan insurance on eligible credits. You're currently viewing the login screen. The toolbar at the top links you back to FAME's homepage. The toolbar down the left are OLA-specific links. The demonstration site provides an exact replica of the live database so lenders may test or practice loan scenarios. When the user is in the demonstration site, the words demonstration site will appear in red on the main menu page. The online user manual is a PDF document that may be printed out or viewed online. It describes the OLA system, provides screenshots and explanations on how to enter an application, as well as information on how to change your password, editing an application, and a glossary of terms. FAME recommends that users print the fact sheet for future reference. This PDF sets out the eligibility requirements for a loan to be submitted through OLA, as well as FAME's underwriting criteria. The response team lists the names and contact information for FAME's commercial lending staff. The Help button generates an email to FAME staff. The newsletter provides helpful tips and information to the user, as well as notice of modifications or updates to the OLA system. These are generally sent to all users by email and then posted here for future reference. There are two levels of clearance in the OLA system. Most people using the system will be users. Lenders will designate one person to be an OLA liaison. The liaison notifies FAME to add or remove access for users. They have access to all loans submitted by users at their institution. A username and a temporary password are provided by FAME to an authorized user. At the first login, the user should change their password by clicking on the link that appears on the main menu. The password criteria is listed on the change screen and in the online user manual. The Unsubmitted Saved Loan Insurance Application button is in the event that a user is not able to complete an application, they can save it and come back to it through this button. The Submitted Loan Insurance Application and Renewal button provides a list of all the user's applications they have submitted. Lines of credit that need to be renewed annually are also found here. To submit a new loan insurance application, click the first button. Note that the side toolbar buttons from the main menu page are now across the top of your screen should you need them. Your Submit for Approval button is green. The second button is to save progress. FAME recommends saving frequently during the application. The system auto-logs you out 30 minutes after your last save and info may be lost. To return to the main menu, you may click the Logout button or the main menu button at the top of the screen. Profile 1 is borrower information. A borrower may be entered in one of two ways. You may manually type the borrower's demographic information, or you may select an existing borrower from the drop-down box of relationships with your lending institution. These are relationships currently in FAME's database, listed by business and then individual, all alphabetical. When you select an existing relationship from the drop-down box, the demographic information will automatically fill. Make certain that you choose the relationship type and the business type. The SIC code is not required. However, if you have it available, please fill that in. The NAICS code is required. Please give a brief description of the borrower's primary business operation that was used in determining the NAICS and SIC codes. Select the town where the business is primarily operating, and it will autofill the labor market area based on the Department of Labor's information. This information is required by FAME and is used in the scoring process. FAME also is required to collect information on the number of jobs created and number of jobs retained by the loan. This is broken down by salary range. There must be at least one job either created or retained. There do not have to be numbers in each box. However, if there are greater than 10 employees, a FAME employment plan is required. You may access that here through the gold link, or the employment plan will be automatically emailed to you with the loan insurance authorization should your loan be approved. Enter the financial information for the borrower, starting with the most recent year ending date. You may select using the calendar, or you may manually type into this box. Choose the financials quality, and proceed with filling out the information requested. If you need additional information, the blue information boxes provide additional information underneath the logout button near the top of the screen. The cash available for debt service and earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization automatically calculates based on the information you have submitted. Please insert business debt service, which will include existing and proposed debt service. At this time, the profile debt service coverage ratio calculates. To add a co-borrower or guarantor to the application, click the yellow Add Profile button. Profile 2 will appear at the top of the screen. Again, you may enter the information by selecting an existing relationship or manually typing in. Be certain to select the relationship type. There can only be one borrower on an application, so you must select co-borrower or personal guarantor. If you've selected an individual, they may not have a business type, so select none. Add the financial information for Profile 2. Again, utilize the blue information buttons for additional information. Estimated living expenses are auto-calculated for you by entering the number of exemptions claimed on the federal income tax return. Please insert personal debt service, which will include existing and proposed debt service. The system then calculates your personal debt service coverage ratio for this profile and provides you with a global debt service coverage ratio. Continue clicking the Add Profile button until you have entered all entities for your application. Up to 4 loans can be submitted on a single application through the OLA system. However, they all must have the same borrower. Choose your loan type, line of credit, or term, and the profiles that relate to each loan. Select your business age. If you are applying for FAME loan insurance for debt currently held at your lending institution, click the Refinance box. The pop-up box that appears lists the criteria for refinancing. Please provide the additional information requested in each individual box. Click the I agree button and then submit. If you are using a blended rate due to a refinance with new money, please indicate how you reached your blended rate amount in the third box. That information will automatically populate back into the application under blended rate detail. Please submit the the insurance you're requesting on the loan from FAME. Their maximum is 75%. For a startup, it's 60%, and for refinance of existing debt, it is 40%. The system will calculate the amount of insurance you are requesting. Please use the information icon to determine whether you need to click the Natural Resource button. Indicate whether you have a variable or a fixed interest rate, your payment type, the term and the amortization, and provide a brief description of the purpose of the loan. When you reach this point, if you have more than one loan, please proceed to Loan 2 and fill out the information for your second loan before proceeding to the uninsured debt section. The uninsured debt section will provide you with a pop-up box as well. Please use the information icons to determine what information is being requested in each of the boxes. Again, the system will calculate the uninsured debt for you. Click OK, and the uninsured debt and the equity will auto-populate into the application. Make certain, again, that you have entered all your applications prior to proceeding to this step. To add collateral, click the yellow Add Collateral button. You'll select which loan this piece of collateral will be associated with, the collateral type, your lien position, the value of the collateral, value type, and source. If you are claiming a first lien position, the amount of priority liens will be 0. However, if you're claiming other than a first position, there must be an amount of priority liens filled in. Provide a brief description of the collateral. To add additional collateral to the loan, click the Add Collateral button a second time. Finally, select the loan officer associated with this loan from your lending institution. The drop-down box should provide a list of names. However, in the event that a name is not there, please select New Loan Officer and type in the information requested. That's the end of your application. Click on the green Submit for Approval button to submit your application to FAME. At this time, you'll receive a calculation results screen that will either tell you your loan has been approved or your loan is pending FAME Loan Officer review. In the event your loan was approved, you will receive a secure email containing a copy of the application you have just submitted, an authorization form, and, if required, the FAME employment plan. Thank you for using FAME's OLA system. If you have questions or difficulties, please feel free to contact us.